agency does. It's usually like, how is this possible that you've been here so long and I still didn't know about you? I think that's the same conversations that SIs could be having when you get really specific about what you're very good at. And then you're having completely different conversations from day one.
The thing is that a lot of people have great experiences, right? And sometimes that makes them very nervous also to engage with you. So I'm sure you've come across that. How do you help people get past that?
Yeah, it is probably in my sales world, it is probably the biggest obstacle to overcome. It's not that they aren't interested in working with an agency, or it's not that they have too many, inbound resources that they just don't need. It's usually that they've had a really bad experience with an agency that didn't deliver what they wanted and they felt like they got ripped off. And that saddens me because there's so many great agencies and I have so many friends that work in this space that are excellent agencies that deliver different value points to work with. It is really disheartening. And I'm sure you've had the same with sales consultants where you come into that situation and you're like, they ruined it for the rest of us. It is really relationship building. And that's kind of it from a nutshell. We have worked with so many outstanding partners and we do have case studies and testimonials and reference clients. And I'm open and always asking our prospective clients to reach out and talk to, or read material or watch this video from one of our great clients. We have really long-term clients, some clients from inception that we still have. And so that speaks to how valuable we are to our clients, that we've been able to work with clients for that long. And I think the other thing is getting to meet some of the team and getting to speak with some of the really creative and strategic individuals that you're going to be able to work with, and knowing that they've had these outcomes for other team members and how long our team members stay with, we're not turning over people. So you have a new count person every week. It's people that really invest in your business and really take pride in your wins and, want to be a part of your team. And I think that stands out for clients that we work with. And I think it comes across. And when you have interactions with us, even if it's just to shake hands at an event or whether we came across each other on LinkedIn, Paul, and we're able to connect that way, I think that those types of just interactions are different and they stand out to prospective clients. Just like I say, you probably have that scenario in a sales way, and that's where the difference is felt for the clients, even when the hesitation is, I've been burned and you're an agency.
Yeah, totally agree. And, you've gone, whether you say niche or niche, I'll say niche, you're specific to Microsoft. I'm specific to SaaS consulting partners. So when people come to me, they know that we've got this deep expertise, right? And I think that's one of the reasons that it makes it easier for someone to trust you more, because you've got that, as you said. But what about clients? Your clients are the Microsoft partners. And if you look at the SI perspective in particular, do you think for them, is it better to pick a specific niche or vertical or to be more agnostic? What's been your experience?
I mean, if I'm going to toe the party line of what Microsoft would like them to do, they should be verticalized, because that's been the way that they would like partners to be since I worked at Microsoft. So long time, won't tell you how long. I honestly think, just as you called out in our scenario, strongly differentiates us that all we do is work with Microsoft partners. It is often when I meet people for the first time, it's like, how did I not know you exist? You're out there and this is all you do, and you can bring in other insights from other partners. Like, how is it possible that you've been and that's usually the conversation that we're having, not tell me what your agency does. It's usually like, how is this possible that you've been here so long and I still didn't know about you? I think that's the same conversations that SIs could be having when you get really specific about what you're very good at. And then you're having completely different conversations from day one. It's more like you've been in discrete manufacturing for 15 years. How is it possible that I've never come across you being in this space, having this very technical aptitude that we obviously have needed for the last decade? Like, it really changes all conversations. And it also allows you from a marketing perspective to get really specific about your topics and, the type of people you're attracting, because you know their exact needs. So rather than casting this really wide net where it's like, well, manufacturers could be worried about that, and these consumer packaged good products could be worried about this, and retail could be worried about that. Like, that's such a wide net to have all the answers to, that it makes your decisions about marketing and sales so much easier to have that niche and it differentiates you from day one.